How can you build a predictable, consistent real estate business? Hi, I'm Eric Lowry with the Lowry Team and eXp Realty, and that's really what I want to tackle today. How can you build a predictable, a consistent real estate business? This came about because I actually got asked this question. An agent reached out to me and asked how can they just get their business more consistent. I added on the predictable part, but that's really what I want to talk about today. Really what I said then and I'll say now is it all starts with consistency. And let me talk about what do I mean by that. Let me dig into that a little bit. So it does all start with consistency. Consistent actions on the front end produce consistent results on the back end, if you will. And so when I think of that, I think of a couple of things. I think of consistent lead generation. I think of consistent lead follow-up. They're different. And I think of consistent marketing. Those are the three big ones. And so let's just talk about this for a minute. Consistent lead generation. What, if I were to define that in the most exact terms I can, it means an agent spends, let's just say Monday through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon in their lead gen mode. Whatever that looks like, whatever methods or combination of methods they're using, but every day they're doing some kind of outreach looking for new business. And meaning anything that comes up in a pending transaction or a friend wanting to go to breakfast or coffee or whatever might still be happening in the outer world there is blocked off in that time. That's the stuff for the afternoon. Going on appointments generally can wait till afternoon or evening. Mornings set aside, consistent lead generation. Consistent lead follow-up falls right behind that then. So for all of the conversations, all the potential leads you've got, the people that said maybe but not yet, you continue to follow up with them. You do that immediately after lead generation, but not in place of. You got to keep the pedal to metal on finding new business and then continue to nurture the ones that aren't quite ready to be now business. And when you consistently do both those activities, you will begin to see consistent results in clients who are ready to go, writing offers, getting deals together, having consistent closings, which is for everyone in this business the end goal. Yes, we want to help people, for sure we do, and we want to be paid for it. So that's how you're going to make sure that you always have that consistent business, is through consistent lead generation and consistent follow-up. And follow-up, by the way, can go on for a long time. You might have good conversations with some people that aren't ready for a year, a couple years perhaps even. Continued follow-up, though, in a systematic way is what will produce the results in the long haul, which is what you're after if you're after a predictable and consistent real estate business. So let's talk about the third thing. The third thing is marketing, consistent marketing. And here's where I see in particular, all three of these things can be inconsistent for agents very often, but the one that people don't stick to their guns on a lot is this marketing piece. They'll try things for a short period of time and then give up on them. Oh, I tried that postcard. I sent it twice and got nothing. Or, oh, I tried those leads from, or fill in the blank, and they were terrible. Well, terrible often means, when you dig into it a little bit more, they just didn't get an immediate result from it. And that'll happen a lot. Leads are rarely ready to go the minute you first talk to them. There are instances where they are. Certain sources are better than others for now immediate business. But consistency in marketing is what gives you an easier road to hoe with the consistent lead generation and lead follow-up. When you have people to follow up with or people to call to try to turn into business lead generation, that's the job of marketing, is to produce opportunities for sales, meaning the lead generation, the lead follow-up part. When you inconsistently market, it makes it much harder for consistent lead generation, unless you're just doing pure cold calling, which, to be honest, I don't recommend, and frankly, most agents don't want to do. So consistent marketing. I'll give you another example of what consistent marketing doesn't look like. It's I'm going to farm a neighborhood, my neighborhood or whatever neighborhood, and an agent will send postcards for 2, 3, 4 months and not get anything from it and give up. Say, how that doesn't work. By the way, it won't work that quickly. I used to, in my just solo practitioner days, when it was just Eric Lowry, the real estate agent, I did a lot of farming. I had a big direct mail farm, and I always operated on this thing I called the rule of 17. And so if I was going to add a neighborhood or a part of a town or whatever to my farming marketing, I knew it was going to take 17 touches generally, and if it was once a month, that meant 17 months before I was going to get results from it. By the way, I wouldn't do it just once a month, particularly for a new neighborhood I was adding on to, new streets, whatever it was. I would go at it very quickly. I would hit them hard for several months, multiple times a month, because I knew I had to speed up the process. I didn't want to wait 17 months for results. And I knew, generally speaking, to get at least a consistent result, I needed to follow that rule of 17 and hit them hard. I needed that 17 to happen in a smaller time frame. But that really works. That's really true of all marketing. It can be true of email marketing. It's true of texting. It's true of phone calling. It's true of retargeting. All of those things are marketing. And by the way, I don't think you just do one of them. I think you have to do them all today. I think you need to be good at email marketing. I think you need to be texting people, calling people. I think you need to be doing retargeting, social media advertising, being in front of those people, hitting them in multiple ways where seemingly you're always there in front of them. They're saying, I see you everywhere. That's when you know you're winning with consistent marketing. So how do you build a consistent, predictable real estate business? Consistency of lead generation, consistency of follow-up, and consistency of marketing. And so hopefully it's a little helpful. If I can help you in any way, there's a lot more to dig into that. I barely scratched the surface. But if I can help you dig into that a little bit further, if you want to know more about how to do consistent marketing or what some of the best ways to do that are, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help. The easiest way, click the link below where it says book a strategy call with me. It'll take you straight to my calendar where you can book a time where we can jump on a quick call and just talk for 30 minutes about where your business is, where you want it to go, and how I might be able to help you. So book that call, and I'll talk to you soon.